Yo, in this video, we'll be looking at creepy and strange TikToks that are gonna make you question reality.
Just got home from the store, and guess what I found? It looks like a finger, or maybe it's the tree.
No way.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
That's a toe. Was that somebody's finger? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Holy fuck.
Dang, that was crazy.
Y'all worried about who performing at the Super Bowl, and everybody in Canada done stop paying their bills because they fed up with their government and fed up with the cost of living.
Bet I'm moving to Canada. Dang, we could really do that? Not pay bills? Giving us Americans some ideas down here.
What are we doing, America? Y'all talking about some Super Bowl.
No lie. Tripping about this Super Bowl.
There are satellites on as well, aren't there? Seen it? Where, where?
What kind of vehicle is this? Never seen one of those before. A113 is real? Ooh. Dang, I don't know if I want to read this, but I'm about to read it. Epinephrine solution deteriorates rapidly on exposure to air or light, turning pink from something oxidation. Then it says adrenochrome. Adrenochrome. Where have we heard that word before? Adrenochrome and brown from the formation of melanin. So what's? Dang, there's like a something between adrenochrome and melanin.
We're kind of preparing the U.S. population, at least, and by extension, the world population, into that reality that there is a presence here, and that we need to explain this presence. Because if they show up and we continue to do what we did before in previous decades, and they show up, there will be mass panic. But if you understand that these are real, and we have 5 years from 2022, well, maybe now 4 years, if they come in 2027, for the U.S. government to prepare the people about what is up there. And in many ways, I think the word got out within the government that they're showing up in 2027, and we better be prepared. And if not, there's going to be a lot of explaining to do. And so I think that dialogue has happened within inside the government, in certain areas inside the government, that we need to prepare. And that's why in 2017, that set a clock of 10 years. And why Lou Elizondo earlier in this year said, just find a hobby for 5 years, and it'll all be out in 5 years. And he said that this year, so that was 2027. Huh. And I would say I've heard 2027 in a kind of an official capacity, and I can't reveal. So I think I would say that people in the government are aware of something happening, and that there's limited time, a few more years to prepare the people. And that's what's ramping up this acceleration from the previous 7 decades of not even acknowledging it to now we are acknowledging it at a faster and faster pace.
It is September 17th, and world news very rarely shocks me. Admittedly, I am shocked. The government of Israel detonated pagers, handheld devices, in Lebanon, injuring thousands. I don't know how you can hear about an attack like this and not look at every piece of an electronic with a side eye. To embed explosives in handheld devices and detonate them remotely, that sort of terrorism will reverberate for generations. It's not just the idea of capability, it's the depravity. How can we feel safe?
Can't.
Now, I want to show you a piece of quartz crystal in its natural form. Now, if we were to examine this carefully, we can see that the quartz crystal has a hexagonal cross-section. That is to say, it has 6 sides. Now, also, quartz crystal in its natural form has pointed ends. This one doesn't because a primary cut has already been made on this crystal. Now, let's take a look at this drawing so that we can determine more about the quartz crystal. There are 2 views. The top view indeed shows us that the quartz crystal has a hexagon shape, 6 sides. While the lower view points out that indeed the quartz crystal in its natural form does have pointed ends. Now, quartz crystal in its natural form cannot possibly be used in oscillator circuits. It must be cut in a specific manner to exhibit its piezoelectric properties.
So quartz crystals have electricity in them. There's something special about crystals, guys, and even the military knows that.
I'm not sure if anybody else saw this video, but it's crazy, so I decided to slow it down so we can see what exactly it's saying.
First of all, I just want to say rest in peace to all the ancestors. This is where they found most of the graves, underneath these apartments. They cut the gate open, so you can see like a lot of the stuff, how big the area is that they had the gate up, because that's just how much of the graveyard that they had done found. Oh my God, that just scared me so bad.
So they built the projects on graveyard.
It's like, it's just, again, I just want to say rest in peace to all the ancestors. It's so overwhelming just even standing right here. Oh my God. That's what it feels like.
Yo, did you see that? Now, we've seen that before at a volcano eruption. What was really there? Something was right there. I don't know what it was, but something
Hey,
was
it's
there.
Glamham. I can weigh in here because ever since I had my very sci-fi near-death experience in 2012, I have studied pretty much everything I can find to do with frequencies. That's how I arrived at ham radio. This extremely bizarre and disturbing footage was taken by Mind Over Matter 661 in Las Vegas. They say watch it slowed down, so that's what I'm going to do with you, and we're going to look at this together, and I can tell you I am extremely disturbed by what I see. Let's take a look. Everything you know is wrong. I think we all sort of have a sense of this. Nasty words coming up. Death is inevitable. I mean, baby. Okay. I have a problem with that. I don't think I need to say why. As far as colors go, orange is considered the color of sexual instinct. I'm really not going to go into more detail than that. Cult. So we had again bloody kids. Some of this I had to really slow down. The speed these words went, it would be impossible to see them. You can barely see them slowed down dramatically.
Hey, but the thing is, whoever created this, they know that the subconscious can still read and view all of those. No matter how fast it's going, your subconscious is going to catch all of that. Something weird going on with that sphere. Something weird in Las Vegas in general.
V, go down, spit. Not nice words. Don't know why Woolworths is in there. Permacrisis went so quick, I had to almost stop the footage. Permacrisis. Gas in face.
I feel, man, I'll be honest with y'all. I feel like I'm reading all of these real fast. I feel like I'm finna cast a spell on myself or something. I guess finna activate some stuff that I don't want it to activate by me reciting it the way that it's supposed to be recited. I should probably stop reading these in my head, but how can you do that?
I can't read that one. This says cry more often, but I feel it said something different before. I think that says it's the real thugs. This goes so fast. This is super slowed down. Superficiality is God, I think it said. This is very nasty. So you're a victim of your parents. You're a victim of yourself. Liminal was super fast. Alien was so fast, I almost had to stop it. Is this all we get? Bondage. Ugh. And again, baby. And let's just see what that last bit was with baby. Is this all we get? Bus stop bondage, never walk alone, ghetto baby. Again, secret. So right after baby, secret. Boom. As far as discernment goes, I feel pretty sickened by this. When they could have the opportunity to spread positivity on a wide scale, why would they do this? What is this about? It's very nasty, and it makes me feel sick. So, I'll see you in the comments. Take care.
It's Vegas, baby. Nah, man, what they trying to do is they trying to activate something within they little NPCs or they little alien clones or something out here, right? The ones that's walking amongst us that think they one of us, and then they see that, right? And it just bang, 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 bang. And it's like an activation code, and now they tuned in now, ready to receive instructions. That sounds like something out of a movie, don't it?
Unbelievable. Check this out.
Have you ever heard of a real witch summoning demons and trapping them inside cans of water? Inside this very warehouse sits the entire inventory of liquid death mountain water. Each can is about to be infused with real demons by a real witch.
Real demons. Oh, no.
A lot of
what I practice can be considered traditional witchcraft.
What you're about to witness is very real, very dangerous, and in my opinion, a terrible idea.
I believe this is the same company that actually made last year the vegan human burgers. So this company is blatantly just literally coming out. They have drinks, and their drinks are similar to energy drinks, obviously, but except this one, well, energy drink, they tell you it's called Monster Drink. They tell it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And they tell you that this thing it has satanic roots. They tell you that. They don't hide it from you. Here's the thing, all right? The thing about this drink, my friends, I'm going to read for you something here. Here is what it says, right straight from their website. A description of this drink, all right? It says, this is called the demon-infused tea. Demon-infused tea. Here's what it says. It says, if you were wondering why you have strange nightmares, it says, it's because one time we used a real witch to infuse real demons into a whole warehouse of our water. It was like a demon super spreader event for anyone who opened a can.
Demon
Now,
super spreader is
these
crazy.
demons are everywhere, and maybe even inside you. So, buy this shirt just to be safe and warn others to keep their distance from you. And the shirt says, Demon Infused Tea.
Thank you so much for watching Pearly Gates Productions. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Yo. Has anyone ever had that liquid water? I don't even want to say the word. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you. I tried one. Maybe two. But probably just one. It could have been two, though. I don't know. But I tried it before, like when it first came out, which means that I probably tried the demon water. Oh, man. That sucks. Dang, man, they done got me with the demon water.
Nobody can't get shit off on you because you can see shit before it happens. You can see shit before it's done. You the type, as soon as an emotion is emitted in the frequency, you instantly know what the person is saying. They don't have to speak. You hear people when they don't speak. That's what it is about you. That's your power. You can hear people when they don't speak. You can sense the emotion that they emit into the frequency. You like, oh, this person is acting this way. They sad. Oh, this person acting that way, so they happy. And so on. You know jealousy when you see it. You know how it look in the physical form. Yes, you know how jealousy look in the physical form. This is why as soon as somebody admitted out their body, you can pick up on what they're feeling. You're like, oh, this person is jealous of me. You can tell when somebody is jealous of somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
This is why you're a chosen one. Because you can hear people when they're not speaking. This is what makes you be able to heal them. They don't have to tell you what's wrong. You know.
Oh, no.
Stay here. Alright, kill the engine. We kill the engine. Watch that.
Man, they almost got over there. Ooh, barely made it out.
We didn't decide to go. 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago. We were there. We would have been wiped out 5 minutes ago.
Whoa. Whoa. That was fast. Spraying what? Oh, nah, see? Are we supposed to trust that? Or them?
What's up,
Oh,
TikTok? A very important video here. I need everyone's help. It is 9/14/2024. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm in Centralia, Illinois. A couple of hours ago, I was scrolling through TikTok and I came across a video. It said something about air traffic, and he mentioned Pax River, Maryland. Okay, that is where I just left, and I immediately tried to pick up my phone and call the 2 people that I prep with for these scenarios, and both of those people were deleted from my contacts. All of our chat logs are gone from my phone. They were literally removed, both, just the 2 people that I prep with, okay? I know I'm a targeted individual, that's obvious. What I need your help with is I cannot find that video. I cannot find that video in my watch history. We went online and it said that Pax River was on a heightened alert, that the military base was on a heightened alert. I am trying to get more information about this. Everyone said that there was going to be some big event this weekend. There's a lot of talk about alien disclosure. The guy, all I remember the guy saying that is he doesn't do this normal kind of content. He's not in this conspiracy community or predicting community, whatever you want to call it, the conscious community. He literally just, I guess maybe monitors air traffic control. Maybe he's involved in it. And he said that the amount of heavy airplanes, big airplanes that were coming in was just noticeably off. It was a heavy influx of military, big aircraft coming in. So I'm trying to find that video. I've gone through my watch history. I've tried to search it. I've Googled it. He looked like, I think he was in like a blue shirt. It was red text on the video. It said something about air traffic, and he mentions Pax River. Now, I'm just going to tell you, I was in Pax River for the last 3 years before finally leaving. And one of the reasons that I decided to leave is I was talking with the military people, and I was asking them if they were aware where we were at the status of a possible World War III and, you know, the economic struggles that the country was going through, and where was that leaving us? And I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1, hang out here, stay, everything's fine. 10, get myself to the mountains, get my family to the mountains. He looked me dead in the eye and said if I was not in the mountains by 2025, then it was going to be too late. Those were his words, and I believed it in my heart. Forgive me. Music kicked on. I guess there's an Oktoberfest here at the park here. Let me walk this way a little, guys. But yes, so please, guys, please share this video. I am looking for the video about air traffic in Pax River, Maryland. It was a gentleman. That's all I can tell you. I think it might have been a blue shirt, brown hair. It looked like he might have been a little bit of beard, maybe. I'm not sure, guys. I know that's not a lot of information, but if you've heard anything about anything going on with military at Pax River, if you've seen anything in your skies, guys, there's a lot of rumors that there's going to be some kind of UFO disclosure or an event, some kind of sightings over this weekend. So keep your head on a swivel, look to the sky. If you have a camera, make sure you get a good HD video. It's 2024. No more of this Miami stuff like last year. We need concrete video evidence, and then we need to share it quickly, guys. My name's Jeremy. It is 9/14/2024, and I need your help, guys. I'm gonna make this video as short as I can. I'm getting off here. Please share. Please find this video for me.
Anybody else ever seen the video he talking about? I haven't.
He get arrested. I believe I believe he's coming in September. Cause you got to realize, the grand jury intervened. They may have 45 days, 60 days, 90 days. they never usually go past 120 days. They got enough information, and they probably got enough stuff that he's probably willing to plea bargain or see if they're going to give him that. Or if they're going to let him plead or something. But I don't think the grand jury is going past 120 days.
And this is inside information you're getting, right? Or this is something you believe personally?
Well, I believe that personally, and then for the fact of the matter is that I know somebody who testified to the grand jury, to the Homeland Security, and they was made reference to some like they thought that they couldn't go nowhere around in September or whatever like that. So maybe around in September something will happen. Well, that's what they're waiting on. That's why all these documentaries and these people.
That's crazy. He was just out there kicking it. Didn't know what was going to happen.
All right, we are getting some breaking news right now. ABC News has just confirmed that Sean Diddy Combs was arrested tonight in New York City. Sources say federal agents with Homeland Security investigations took him into custody. The charges are unclear at this time. Combs' attorney telling CNN that we are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. We, of course, are trying to gather more information. There's a lot more to come out of this story, and as soon as we get it, we'll turn it over to you.
Hey, dude, when you said it is just cheaper to die. Hey. Hey man, dude, listen. It's nothing to critique, man. Donnell hit all the things on the nose. Naeem said it. Look, I don't give a shit what's going on with me in my life, in my career, man. I'm a fan of stand-up comedy, and to see you come up here and do what you did today, it makes me feel great.
Hey, he was acting like that because he's like, it's cheaper to die. They already got me. I done signed my contract. They got my clone ready for me. May 14th, 1988.
On the morning of May 14th, 1988, Amaury Riviera, a young man from Puerto Rico, photographed a giant disc, followed and circled by two jet interceptors. What makes the sensational pictures even more interesting is Riviera's claim that he had contact with the occupants of this UFO.
Hello, my name is Amaury Rivera. I live in Puerto Rico, and back in 1988, I was working in a nightclub, and there was a musical group there. One of my cousins wanted me to photograph the musical group, and she loaned me a camera with some film. On my way back home, I encountered two small beings, two small strange men, which I didn't think were men from outer space, and they took me somewhere where there were other people besides myself, other human people, like from Puerto Rico, I guess. From here, another human being showed up. He claimed to be from a distant planet. He was dressed in black. He had a dark skin, but he was not a Negro. He had a long black hair up to the shoulders, and he spoke to us with the mouth, verbally, and nothing.
What's a dark-skinned person if he's not a Negro? I bet if he's seen that same person on TV or on Stars or on a music video or rapping or on an award show, he'd be like, that's a Negro. But because he's on an alien ship, he's not a Negro. So Dr. Delbert Blair, he also said that he had an encounter with these people, right? With two people of darker skin. And he said something about them being Negro. He said one of them got very, very, very upset about being called a Negro because he's like, nah, we not them people. I mean, we look the same, but like, not the same. So that could be exactly what's going on here as well.
No telepathic speaking. He showed us various projections, which looked very real, the projections, and he informed us about a whole bunch of things that are even still incredible to me. Then they returned me to...
What did this holographic projection show?
The holographs were mainly, the first one that I can remember was like a short trip through space. We saw where he came from, where he's said to be from. We saw his people, we saw the houses that they used. And the second one was about a meteor or rock falling to Earth in the near future, which is going to cause a lot of havoc in the world. This would fall, it's going to fall in very near the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, and those other small islands. But it's going to affect the whole world, not just Puerto Rico. The last one is that they projected was showing us how there was only going to be one government on the planet Earth. They'll be living on some sort of artificial island that's going to be floating in the middle of a dark, black, dirty sea. And then this man returned me to my car again and left me somewhere different from where the whole ordeal had started. Apparently, they took me with car and all. After this, at this given time, I heard some jets in the sky, and I still had my cousin's camera, and I took the pictures, 4 of which I'm making public nowadays.
Oh, snap.
So the jets followed the UFO?
Yes, it was. They seemed to be surveilling it. I only got to capture just one of the jets in the photograph, but there were 3 of them. Or maybe I got in one of the photos one, and in the second or third I got one of the other ones, because they would go around it very far away, and while this one was closer, and turn, very far, very far. And by the time this one was coming back, another one was turning over there. There was always one or the other close to the object, to the UFO.
Jürgen Martin has carefully investigated this case.
Rivera's case is, to me, is a very special one and a very important one, because in Amori's case, he was abducted and he was taken away by aliens. One of them was human-like, and 2 small creatures that they explained to him were some type of genetical or biological organic android that they made to do some chores outside so they don't have to risk themselves in our environment. That's what they explained to him, the so-called human alien that he saw in the craft. And it's important also because of the evidences that he has on the case, because when he was released, he had a camera with him, and he was able to take pictures of the object that apparently had abducted him, the craft, flying saucer type, and also some jet fighters from the United States, excuse me, F-14 again. In most of these cases in the island, F-14s are involved with these situations of chasing and harassment and checking on these objects when they are seen in the different areas of the island. And he was able to get them in those pictures together. So this clearly, when you see those photographs, it's obvious that the government has been lying for many years, because there's the UFO there, and there's also the jet fighters dealing with the situation, which they denied for more than 40 years. It's there.
Were you able to locate any other witnesses?
That's what I was going to explain at this moment, Michael. The Amori's case is also very important, because I have several people who apparently had been contacted by the same alien that abducted Amori and the small ones that were with him in a separate fashion. They have nothing to do with Amori's incident. This being, this human-like alien, is contacting people all around the area of the southwest of Puerto Rico. I have people from the town of Yauco who seem to have been contacted by this man. I have this fisherman, Andres Maldonado, who I got in contact with Amaury because he told me several things Amaury had told no one before, only I knew them, about the name of the alien and all the details that he was using to check on the people who really may have been in contact with the same being the night he was abducted, because there were about 14 other people there in the craft that night. And when Maldonado told me all this information that he couldn't know because he was not involved with the Morris case, I got them together. And at this moment I have about 3 different people who seem to have been in contact with the same alien. So they are doing something, and they are getting in contact with more and more people and preparing people for something. And this is very important because all this corroborates a Morris incident also.
This was back in '88, guys. I wonder what that was that he was trying to warn these people about. Has it already came? Is it coming? I mean, that was what, 40 years ago? Almost 40 years ago, guys. Dang, that's crazy. I had to really think about it like that. Man, anybody else ever been abducted? Like, if I got abducted, right, and some higher being gave me a bunch of insider knowledge about what's about to come, I ain't telling nobody. I'm not telling the government. I'm not telling the news. I'm not telling you. I'm trying to figure it out myself and go from there, because, man, once you start putting that stuff out there, you start getting watched. People start looking at you a certain way. They might even start testing on you or something. I don't know. But yeah, these are some of the most creepy and strange TikToks that are out there. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bells on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.